everyone and welcome to my monthly weigh-in update for April. So as a few of you or most of you should be aware if you've been watching me for the last month, on the 5th of March, I think it was the 5th of March, I decided that I was going to stop with Slimming World for a little while and I was going to try out calorie counting. If you've been watching my what I eat in a week over the last couple of weeks, you know that it hasn't been all plain sailing on calorie counting. The first 2 weeks went by not too bad. I think I got midway through, or not even midway through the third week, and I was like starving. I felt so hungry all the time. I think a lot of that was to do with my time of the month. I was just having a really hungry time of the month this past month. I didn't actually click that it was my time of the month as I was recording that little segment back in my what I ate in a week last week or the week before it was. It never dawned on me while I was thinking about it and while I was thinking why I'm hungry all the time. It didn't dawn on me then that that was what the problem was. But obviously as the days went on that week it kind of clicked into place. I was like, totally forgot that what's happening. Anyway, I upped my calories to 1400 because I did feel that I didn't really need to be on quite so low as 1200 calories because I'm at the end of my journey. I'm at the end of my weight loss journey. Not like it's never going to end, but to actually lose weight, I'm nearing towards the end of that, and I don't need to lose £2 a week. I'm not looking for big losses. I've actually never really looked for big losses when I've been on this journey at all. While I was on Slimming World, a lot of my losses would be £0.5 a week, and I was perfectly at peace with that. As long as I was losing, I was happy, because you know what my motto was, any loss is a gain, and it's so 100% true. I still stick by that. Any loss is a gain. So up to my calories to 1400, and I have been managing so much better. I think actually later on that week, I think that was a Monday or Tuesday that I recorded that segment, and later on that week what happened on the Thursday was I run out of my pain medication for my back, which was not a great day, Thursday and Friday, because I didn't get them till like tea time Friday. But also on Thursday, like sod's law, time of the month arrived as well. So I had pains with that, had pains with my back. I also think at my time of the month, my back is worse. I don't know why. I just feel that it's worse at my time of the month. So Thursday and Friday weren't really great days. I think I said in my what I eat in a days, I didn't binge or anything like that. I didn't eat a load of junk food or crap food or that. My tummy was a little bit unsettled, I think, just the time of the month arriving and just being in pain with my back. I literally survived on toast and butter and noodles for the 2 days. So I didn't keep track of the calories I was consuming then, but I don't think I was going like way overboard or that. I wasn't like completely right off plan or right off calorie count. I just didn't have it in me to be thinking about calorie counting. I was barely able to function on a normal level, be a mum and stuff like that. As long as I'm able to be a mum and make sure Ali's well taken care of while I'm in those bad days, the really bad days with my back pain and everything, that's enough for me. Calorie counting and everything like that, or Slimming World, whatever I'm on, that kind of goes by the wayside. The last week has been absolutely fine since I've been back on my pain meds. The 1400 calories has been more than enough for me. I think maybe one day I was right up at 1400, but most days I've just been about 13, just under 1400. I've never been well under it or that. I've always, I've got so many calories left, that means I can have 10 Percy pigs or something like that, because I'm really enjoying my Percy pigs at the minute. As for making the switch from Slimming World to calorie counting, it hasn't been easy because I'm so in tune with the Slimming World way and how things work with Slimming World. I've been doing it for over 2 years. I absolutely had no problem with Slimming World. I was just feeling that I was getting really bored, not just with Slimming World, with everything, because of everything going on with my back and that. And I was just so flipping bored. I just needed a change, which is why I decided to try out calorie counting and see how it went. I really could do a whole separate video. I might do a whole separate video about Slimming World versus calorie counting, my experience with it and what I like and what I love about it. But that would make this video way too long if I went into that now. But what I will say is there's positives and negatives to both. I really think they're both like on an even par with me at the minute. What I have enjoyed about calorie counting is that there is a lot more freedom, I think, to eat what you want to eat. You just have to make sure you're having it in the right portion size. So like last night, because today's Friday the 2nd of April when I'm recording this, Yous are seeing it on Sunday. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying your chocolate. Yeah, so last night I had 2 chicken bakes from Iceland, the Greg's ones, and I was able to have them within my calories. Like, it was within my calories. I wasn't off plan or anything like that, but if I was doing Slimming World, they were like 21.5 sins each, so I would have been like almost treble my sin allowance for the day. And then there was ones I had a chicken burger or something it was that I got from McDonald's a couple of weeks ago. That would have taken me way over my sin allowance for today, for the day, but it was within my calories, so I was able to have it. So I don't feel like I've been cheating or anything like that on calorie counting when I've had day treats. Whereas if you were on Slimming World, you would be fully off plan for that meal or for that day or whatever. And if I was on Slimming World and I'd had a cheat day, I'd be trying to make it up the rest of the week by having like less sins and eating more speed food, eating more free food. But what I have really come to realise, and I knew this before I had done calorie counting, I did know it, but while you're on Slimming World, you see free food as free food. You think it's free. You come to think that it's just free. It doesn't matter how much you eat. It's free. It's not going to make any difference to your weight loss if you indulge in all this free food. You can eat as much as you want, they tell you. But you actually can't, because there's literally no such thing as free food. That is like my biggest eye-opener. Even though I knew it, it's the one thing that I've come to realise a lot in the past month. There is no such thing as free food. Everything has a calorie value. Yeah, on Slimming World you can have as much chips and rice and pasta as you want, but those things are the things when you're on calorie counting are so high in calories. They're so high in calories, and people are just on Slimming World, and me included when I was doing Slimming World not just a month ago, you think you can have as much chips as you want, as much pasta as you want, it doesn't matter, but all those things are so high in calories. So when I've had my little half-pound losses, which I am half happy with, or maybe I've had a gain or something, or maybe I've just maintained one week and I'm like, but I've been on plan 100%, it's probably because I've been eating as much free food as I want, chips, pasta, everything else that's free food. I've been eating as much as I want, but I haven't been controlling my portions, so I've been way over calories for the day. There's no such thing as free food, and it's actually something that's kind of made me a little bit angry with Slimming World, is that they're saying that you can have as much as you want, but you really shouldn't be having as much as you want, because it's not free. It's so calorific, like the potatoes, the rice, the pasta and everything like that. I mean, maybe not the salad stuff, like the vegetables and salad stuff and all that, they do have calories, but they're not as high in calories as like the carby food, the starchy foods and that. Like I said, I did know all this before, but because you get into the Slimming World way things and your Slimming World mindset, you just think it's free, you can have as much as you want, and really, really you can't. So I can see why a lot of people who are doing Slimming World are also trying to do calorie counting with it to be able to control their portion sizes. And I do think if I decide to go back to Slimming World, that is something that I will 100% have to look at, is the portion sizes of chips, rice, pasta and stuff like that, because honest to God, you do not realise, like the first time I counted the calories for rice, I said I'll have 100 grams of rice, thinking that would be a fair amount, a portion, a decent portion. I'll have 100 grams of rice, and when I measured it out, I was like, oh my God, that is like maybe a quarter of what I usually put on my plate. I could not believe how many calories were in just 100 grams. I'm saying a quarter, I'm being generous to myself. It might have even been like a sixth or a fifth or something like that of what I usually have. I usually put a lot of rice on my plate, but when I was counting calories, I was having to make sure I was weighing and measuring everything, which is actually one of the negatives of calorie counting. You do have to literally weigh and measure everything, and it is a pain in the backside, especially when you're trying to get dinner ready, not just for me, but for Ali and everybody else who seems to have dinner here sometimes. Yeah, that is probably the worst part of calorie counting, is the weighing and measuring of everything. I don't know if I want to weigh and measure stuff for the rest of my life. I don't know if I do. But I could go on and on and on about the positive versus the negatives of calorie counting and Slimming World. But to me, honestly, they're really equal. They're so flipping close in my eyes. And I have enjoyed the freedom that I've had with calorie counting. Well, the little bit more freedom that I've had with calorie counting this past month. But there are so many aspects of Slimming World that I have missed. And one of those things is when you're finished your calories for the day, you can't have anything else to eat or drink, depending. But I usually put all my coffees and that in at the start of the day, so that's already taken care of. But if I get to like 10 o'clock at night and I've no calories left, or 5 calories left or something like that, and I am still feeling a bit hungry, on Slimming World I could have some fruit or something like that, or anything that's free, but not actually free, but free, or speed or something. But I can't do that on calorie counting because I'm finished, I'm at my limit. And I do miss the fact that you don't have to count all the free food and everything on Slimming World as well. You can have as much as you want according to Slimming World rules. But it has been educational to see just how many calories are in everything actually. It has been so educational. So let me get on with this month's weigh-in results. Last month when I stepped on the scales, I was 10 stone 6. My target weight when I started Slimming World was 10 stone, which I've never actually reached. The closest I've been was 10 stone 1 just before Christmas. For anybody that's new, I do have like ups and downs. My whole journey has been on YouTube, my whole Slimming World journey. I've had various things happen. I'm not going to go into now, but it has been a long journey. So last month I had £6 to lose to get to that target weight. Oh, and I have also explained this a few times before, but my actual target in my head was to be a size 12 when I started Slimming World. The target weight came from having to give Slimming World a target weight. When I started, I was just like, oh, 10 stone. So I reached to a size 12 sometime last year. I didn't actually celebrate that as much as I should have because that was my actual target when I started Slimming World. My head was just so fixated on my target weight at that time. And it wasn't until a conversation not long before Christmas with one of my friends, and she was just like, you've already reached your target. And I was like, I flipping have reached my target. I am a size 12. Anyway, stepping on the scale this morning, I weighed in it, drum roll please, 9 stone 13. Flipping 9 stone 13. 9 stone 13. What the freaking hell? 9 stone 13. I never ever thought I would see a 9 stone on the scales while I was standing on it in my entire life. Never ever thought. Wait. I didn't think I was going to get a wee bit teary, but I did. Right, it's taken a long time to get there. It has taken a flipping long time to get there, but I'm happy to say that I finally did it, guys. I finally reached that 10 stone target. At last. I am absolutely over the moon. I didn't actually think that I would be this happy. I thought I'd be like, oh, yay, finally done it. Because over the last couple of months, I haven't felt as desperate to get there as I was maybe September, October last year. I felt like I was so desperate to get to target. And then after Christmas, I was kind of more chilled about it because I was like, I'm already a size 12. I really don't care much about being 10 stone. I genuinely don't actually care about being 10 stone. And when I said I feel no different at 10 stone 6 for what I did at 10 stone 1, it's still the case now. I feel no different at being 10 stone 6 to being 9 stone 13, except I'm so happy that I've finally reached that 10 stone target. When I started Slimming World, I never ever even thought that I could lose a stone. I genuinely never ever thought I could do it. I do think being on YouTube and documenting my journey has helped a lot with that. It keeps me on track, it keeps me coming back. Your guys' encouragement keeps me wanting to do better and do get to target. Like I said, I never thought I would get a 1 stone loss. So the fact that I've now officially lost 4 stone and 5 pounds blows my mind. And I know there's people that have lost so much more, but then they had to lose a lot more than I did. I was 14 stone 4 when I started Slimming World. I'm now 9 stone 13. And for you guys that are just starting out or you're having struggles or that, please don't give up because you will get there. You can get there, because I honestly never ever thought I would be slim. I'm not skinny. I have a belly. Not perfect. I have flabby thighs. I have bingo wing arms. I have everything going on because I was so overweight. And the fact that it's taken me over 2 years to get here, it's been a long journey, and it shouldn't put you off from your journey if you're just starting out and you're thinking, wow, it took her 2 years. There's people that's taken 6 months, 7 months, whatever. Your journey is your own journey, and if you're thinking, there's no way I'm going to get there, there's no way I'm going to get to target, shut up. Shut up. Stop listening to yourself. Give yourself a pep talk, because you can get there, because I was saying that to myself. I thought I'd never ever get here. Honestly, even when I was at 10 stone 1, I never ever thought I'd get here. And I'm so flipping pleased that I have. I actually couldn't give a crap now if I put a couple of pounds on, if I go back up to 10 stone 6. I couldn't give a crap. I am going to be trying to maintain that, obviously. I don't really want to lose more because a lot of my family members keep telling me I'm looking too skinny. I don't know if it's because they're used to me looking so overweight and now I look so slim that they're panicking that I'm looking unhealthy or skinny or whatever, but I don't want them worrying about me, so I'm not going to try and lose any more weight. I feel comfortable in my skin now. Would I wear a bikini? Heck no, but I don't think I would ever wear a bikini. I think I'm nearly 40, I'm too old to be wearing bikinis. And I just think the whole mentality that I've had being overweight and all that and wanting to cover up, I still kind of have that a little bit, but I'm getting more comfortable with it now. What I never said was that means my total loss in the last month since starting calorie counting was £7. Do I think I'd be at this weight if I was still doing Slimming World? I really don't think I would, because I would have been overeating and all the chips and pasta and everything else. I'd have been having so much more free food than I would have, and I really obviously cut down on that by being on calorie counting. But then I've had a lot more treats as well. I'm chuffed with that. I'm really chuffed with that. I'm so happy that I saw, well, I was going to say 10 stone on the scale. I didn't even see the 10 stone. I saw 9 stone 13. I was so over the moon. And that means going forward, all I have to do now is maintain it and not do what I want to do today and celebrate and get a Domino's. I don't need to do that today. I don't want to do that today. I do want to do that today. I don't need to do that today. I haven't even told anybody about me reaching target yet, none of my family or anybody. I don't think they'd really be that bothered because they're all telling me I'm looking too skinny and unhealthy and stuff like that. I haven't even told Ali because he literally got up this morning, had his breakfast and went out with his friends, so I haven't even told him yet, and I know he would be over the moon with me. The only person that I have told is Fiona, because I couldn't resist, I had to tell her. She was probably one of the first people that ever commented on one of my videos when I first posted my first Slimming World shopping haul or whatever it was. That very first video, I think Fiona was one of the very first people that ever commented. She's been on this journey a long time with me. And yeah, so I messaged her to tell her that I finally reached my target. And I also want to thank all of you guys who've been following me for a very, very long time, or even if you've only been following me for a few months. The support and encouragement and everything that I get for you guys, and I know it's the same for other Slimming World YouTubers or calorie counting YouTubers. The support and encouragement and all that for you guys is just amazing. It really keeps me going. It really keeps us as a community going. It's absolutely brilliant. And I'm so thankful for those that have stuck around for the last over 2 years that has been since I started this journey on YouTube and in Slimming World. I'm so thankful for you all. I really don't think that without you guys I would have got as far as I would. I don't think I would have lost the 4 stone 5 pound that I've lost now. And those times where I've been off plan and I've been feeling like absolute crap, the words and encouragement and every message that you guys have sent have just helped me just get right back in the saddle and right back onto Slimming World or whatever it is I'm doing. It's calorie counting the last month. But I really have appreciated each and every one of you that have taken time to like, comment, subscribe, watch my video. I know I blather on a load of crap half the time, but I just want to know that I really appreciate you guys, and I don't think I would be here today without you. So going ahead, I have been thinking about whether to stick with calorie counting, because obviously my calories would go up now that I'm just trying to maintain rather than lose weight, or go back to Slimming World, because I have missed Slimming World. I have missed Slimming World this past month, but I don't know if that's just because I'm so in the Slimming World mindset. I've been doing it for over 2 years. And I have decided that